Hello, replay viewer. Hi. I wasn't sure it's live streaming. Hello, hello. こんばんは。There's a 5 minutes we can talk. How's your day today? はい、元気ですよ。ニューヨーク昨日は雨でした。Yesterday was raining. Rainy day in New York City. Today's okay. I'm still. お元気ですか、エンダーさん。Oh, busy at work. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Do you have a visitor from Tokyo? You had a Japanese lunch? It's kind of quiet tonight. I was going to scope Indian 料理. Oh, that sounds tasty. Hello, thanks for coming. This is a storytelling lesson in English and Japanese. We are kind of multitasking everything. Enda-san, have you ever thought about your personality this week after you learned from Puchi Peri? Thanks for the heart. This is a lesson tonight to create a short story about your personality. So if you thought about it, or if you think about it, your weakness or strengths, maybe you can craft your story out of your strengths or weakness. How's that sound? Exciting? I see a lot of hearts. I can't see the time. 頑張って。頑張ります。I think it's gonna 2 or 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. Tansho, you still remember Tansho means? Tansho. Tansho. Sorry, no, okay. Either weakness or strength. What do you think? Which one it is? Tansho. Okay. Tansho is weakness. Right, weakness. Then you know the chosho now. Hello, thanks for coming. Today's a kind of Puchi Peri Story series every Wednesday. Hi, Pikachu. Thanks for the tweet. I was like, I was laughing. Yeah, that's a really sad story, and we kind of watching the video story about manga kissa, right? Comic. What do you call it in English? Comic cafe, I think. I already started. I haven't started yet. We're still chatting. Yeah, someone told me the hotel in Tokyo is not crazy expensive like New York, but the people and saving money staying hotel because because I brush my hair and straightening because today is the last day for our summer internship. So we had a final presentation day. I think it's time to start now. I'm a PC user, but I'm using Mac right now. Okay. So everyone is excited and ready to craft your short story? Okay, hope everyone remember. Where is everyone? That's right. Because replay viewer would be going to be everyone. So 100 people or 1,000 people watching this, hopefully. So the craft story is 3 steps. Still remember? Step 1 is intro. Step 2 is body of the story. Step 3 is conclusion. Thanks for joining. Are you excited to crafting your story? Short story, not the movie, like a feature film or something, Only 4 or 5 sentences. Okay, let's get started. Oh, did I do? Sorry. Okay, today's we going to make a short story about self-improvement. Intro would be, I would like to talk about my self-improvement that convert my weakness into strength. I would like to talk about my self-improvement that convert my weakness into strength. So, you already know the weakness and strengths. 短所を長所に変える自己改善のお話をしたいと思います。短所を長所に変える自己改善のお話をしたいと思います。Hi, ひでこさん。Thanks for coming. How are you gonna say in your short story? How are you gonna start it your... Hi, I'm Snow. I'm ready for winter. How are you gonna start your story? So you're gonna tell something? I would like to talk about my self-improvement story that convert my weakness into strength. 短所を長所に変える自己改善のお話をしたいと思います。Have you ever thought about what's your weakness? Very formal, right? I would like to talk about my self-improvement story. How are you gonna say in casual way? Because when you talk about like weakness and strengths, tend to be formal, don't you think? Okay, you don't want to use convert. Turn into my weakness, right? Turn my weakness into strengths, maybe. Yeah, no, don't say that. Everybody has a strength. You have a strength be, coming to someone's Periscope constantly. That's your strength. Supporting some other people, that's your strength. Yeah, I agree with Enda-san. Yeah, punctual, right? That's a great strength. What's the opposite word of punctual? Always late. Okay. Hope it's not you. Lazy? Lazy is a little bit different, don't you think? And is always late. I was wondering why I I'm always like punctual and on time person, sometimes too early. I sometimes don't quite understand why the people late. I have a friend and she's Japanese, but she's coming to meeting always late, like half an hour late. Oh, okay. Yeah, the weakness can be turned into strength. So Enda-san, turn would be better instead of convert. Okay, everybody gets so serious and turn. Okay, everyone and not use convert and use turned. I'll fix that later. I think I changed it for the title. Thanks. Okay, the body part. So after you say what are you going to talk about it, then body should be contain the story. What do you want to talk about? Your self improvement. Is that your in background? Yeah, that's me. Definitely. I did what do you call it in sakadachi? Um, I forgot the word. I'm very outdoorsy. No, I wish I could do that. I think that's a man though, don't you think? Anyway, my weakness is although I plan detailed when I see the end of the project. Yeah, I think so. Do you do rock climbing? Okay, let me read it again. My weakness, occasionally. Oh, wow, that's great. Why don't you scope? I'm not sure you can scope from the rock climbing. I'm not sure they have a Wi-Fi. That would be cool if you have a GoPro, then like scoping rock climbing. Hi, thanks for joining. So we are crafting short story right now. The story about the self-improvement. First phrase is art. My weakness is although I plan detailed, maybe I directly translated from Japanese. Okay, how you going to say if you want to say these phrases? My weakness is although I plan. Let me see. Although I plan detailed, when I see the end of a project, I tend to lose focus and lazy. Yeah, after I wrote this sentence, I thought it's a little weird to me too. I plan detailed. I plan details is like not the plan, like a big picture, like a detailed plan. You make detailed plan. Make detailed plan. Yeah. Although I make the detailed plan, when I see the end of the project, I tend to lose focus and lazy. I found that is my weakness. Anderson is thinking. Maybe I'll show the Japanese because yeah, I definitely translating directly from Japanese. 私の短所は This is difficult 漢字 I think 緻密な計画を立てたにもかかわらず終わりが見えると手を抜いてしまうところです。手を抜いてしまう。Okay, although I make detailed plans, toward the end of the project, I lose focus and become lazy. Thanks so much. That sounds more natural to me too. Everybody get that? Yes, it sounds much better. Although I made detailed plan toward the end of the project, what? I tend to lose focus and become lazy. So Japanese sentence would be 私の短所は緻密な計画を立てたにもかかわらず終わりが見えると手を抜いてしまうところです。So 手を抜いてしまう I wrote lose focus and lazy. Right. But Enda-san corrected me, so it's going to be I tend to lose focus and become lazy. I tend to lose focus and become lazy. 手を抜いてしまう。Let's move on. So next section is also the body of the short story. Do you see the background has been changed? Probably some people knows about this Pomodoro technique I'm going to tell right now. Oh, good. Okay, you know. This is going to be really long, but explaining about how I'm going to self-improved and turn my weakness into strengths. It's not easy to change or turn your weakness into... Oh, you don't know the technique? Okay. Then you can learn about technique as well. One of the great time management methods called Pomodoro technique that you can record adding accomplishment and providing raw data for subsequent subsequent self-observation and improvement. One of the great time management method called Pomodoro techniques, that's as you see in the background picture, is tomato, like a kitchen timer, and Pomodoro technique that you can record adding accomplishment and providing raw data for subsequent self-observation and improvement. So kitchen timer has a 25 minutes, I think. So you set the timer for 25 minutes. Then after the timer goes off, you're gonna take a 5 minutes break. Then you're gonna after 5 minutes break, you're gonna do the 25 minutes timer again, then focusing on the project. Then timer goes off, then you're gonna get a 5 minutes break. So these kind of like a technique, if you applying and working on your project, you can accomplish a lot of many things. That's what they say. So I apply this method and I will stick with my plan until finish. I think I erased the ED, but it's still showing up. I apply this method and I will stick with my plan until finish. Is that good? Japanese sentence will be shorter, looks like. 時間管理方法の一つに、時間 means time, 管理 means method, management. 方法 is method. Okay. Until finished. So I will apply this method and I will stick with my plan until finished. Okay, now ED is okay. 時間管理方法の一つにポモドーロテクニックというものがあり、記録したデータをもとに自己観察・改善できる手法です。Because the Pomodoro technique is keep like a record, keeping the record of the timer, then you can visually see how many timer you finished, then how many break you finished, then kind of like you can see yourself the progress. Okay, so I will apply this method and I will stick with my plan until finished. Both need to have a will, so I'm missing a will in between I and apply. Then この手法を取り入れて、この手法 means method, this method. この手法 means method, this method. 取り入れて right, future and future. Okay. 最後まで粘り強く計画通りに進めていくつもりです。Now everybody interested in Pomodoro technique? Tell me more about Pomodoro technique. So if you want to work on like a longer project, such as like 3 hours focus, you need to have like 3 hours focusness. But it's harder to focusing on 3 hours like straight, right? Unless you're playing games. Then Pomodoro technique is breakdown by 25 minutes. The reason why they're breaking down 25 minutes is 25 is the maximum minutes you can focus. Sometimes I can focus hour, but if you focusing on 25 minutes, then 5 minutes break, then you can doing this cycle, 25 minutes focus and 5 minutes break, you can keep focusing on the project easily. I knew that this technique, but I never tried it. But while I was crafting this short story, I tried a Pomodoro technique using Pomodoro timer on the website. I think if you Google Pomodoro method timer, and you can find the online version of timer. Actually, I was surprisingly, it really works. So if you're interested in focusing on something, maybe even 6 hours or 7 hours, you can try Pomodoro technique to focus your project. Or if someone can focus, or if your assistant, if you have assistant or like a colleague can focus their project, suggested them to use Pomodoro technique. Now it's interesting. Sorry, it's kind of get off the subject now. So, have you ever thought about your self-improvement technique or story? What weakness you want to conquer? No weakness. Because we read this interesting article at the Puchi Peri, that was the article say that it depends on plenty of weakness. Okay. Yeah, I do have a plenty of weakness too. So this is one of my weakness. Like losing focus and become lazy if I see the end. Or another technique is you know, hide the endness. Oh, nice. That's nice. You want to be a good leader. You want to be a good husband. You want to be a good guy. Then how are you going to accomplish that you're Oh, I see. Because you have to do everything is by yourself. Yeah, that's right. Oh, I see. You're doubting everything. Oh, okay, that's a good way to be, strong. Right. I normally say to my friends or other people, because people tend, it's like this is story class, but I tend to like a different type of class. It's like a life coach. um, People are worried about not even happened, right? I always give advice. Pechi coach, right? Put like a what do we say, like a Puchi Peri therapy, right? I always tell them, don't think anything or don't worry anything not even happen. You have a plenty of things to worry about after you happen. It's like a hurricane Puchi therapy, right? So, doubt is always coming from the same things. You started to worry about the things not even happened. Forget about things not even happen. Focus on current, like right now and today and this moment, and think about future, bright future, and possibly something like that. Maybe I should start a Puchi Peri. No, I'm not the therapist. Hello, hello. Are you excited to create a short story? Join us. Okay, the conclusion. Of course, if I apply the Pomodoro techniques, I think I can not convert. In this way, I am developing my strengths by turning my weakness into strengths. Does that sound natural? In this way, I am developing my strengths by turning my weakness into strengths. So in your way, you are developing your strengths by turning your weakness into strengths. Not worry about something not even happen. Right? Two strengths kinda sounds weird, yeah. Okay. Let's see. In this way, I am developing my self-improvement by turning my weakness into strengths. That sounds weird. In this way, I'm developing my strengths by turning excuse me my weakness. Okay, let's show this. Oh, the next sentence will be, so I am making, in this way, I am developing myself by turning my weakness into a strength. Okay, instead of my strengths, myself. In this way, I am developing myself by turning my weakness into strengths. So, I am making an effort. This is a phrase we learned from Puchi Peri. So, I am making an effort to stick with my plan until finished. Should be ed, right? Should not finish. Hello, thanks for joining. Okay. In this way, I am developing myself by turning my weakness into strengths. So, I am making an effort to stick with my plan until finished. Then Japanese word. このようにして that is in this way 私は短所を長所に変えようと終わるまで計画通りに進めようと心がけています。このようにして私は短所を長所に変えようと終わるまで計画通りに進めようと心がけています。Lots of kanji. Yes. But you already learned tansho and chosho. And everybody's know watashi, right? Watashi? Tansho is weakness. Chosho is strength. Owaru means finished. Keikaku is plan. There's no 計画通り but 計画通りに進めよう。It's hard to translate 計画通りに進めよう。Stick with my plan will be 計画通りに進めよう。I am making an effort is the phrase we learned. That's ではと心がけていますと心がけています。 That's the 3 step for the craft story. I want Midori app? Is that the Japanese language app? That sounds cute name. Any question about how you make your story? Have you ever thought about, everybody say they have plenty of dictionary app. Oh, nice. You don't use Google Translate, Japanese dictionary. Oh, that's a dictionary. Okay, that would be better. Google Translate is much better than 10 years ago, but it's still translating little. Oh, you use both? Yeah, I use both. I normally, after I find the sentences from the Google Translate, I use the phrase to use a regular Google search, because I wanted to search the phrases and using in some other blog or website. Stroke order? What is this? What do you mean by stroke order? Okay. Okay, I'll watch the replay then. On kanji. Okay. Yeah, because furigana cannot put on the Google slides. That's their little issue. But I'll try. Thanks for the suggestion. Okay, I created sort of a calendar here. Lots of pink is Puchi Peri and blue is Puchi Peri Story. That's me, by directed by moderated by me. So you are learning you are learning phrases or sentences from intermediate class from Puchi Peri on Monday, but American time would be Monday night evening and Tuesday night, and you're gonna learn more. Then Wednesday night is the hardest, right? Puchi Peri story, because you're gonna learn lots of different things same time, and also crafting story. But when you're crafting story, it's more kind of like a natural way to use the sentences or phrases or word, because if you're learning only the word, you may not ended up using like conversationally. So Thursday night would be the kind of question and answer session for the Puchi Peri Intermediate. When you go through these, even watching the play, you're gonna learn a lot of different things. That's going to be your strength pretty near future. Today, I think I say this is um, Tuesday in English. Tuesday. Oh, this is okay. Hold on a second. Thursday in Japan time. Small talk is the most difficult when you learning second language. Don't you think? Yeah. Even when you replying someone, but you don't know what to say. So story would be the great practice. いや、本当に難しいですね。スモールトーク、雑談が一番難しいです。I thought talking on the phone was the most difficult when I was learning English, but after I passed that stage, small talk is the most difficult. Still. Probably even on your language, it's difficult to talk about a lot of different subjects. The subject you don't know, it's harder to follow. Okay. I still don't get any Puchi Peri story last 2 weeks, but hopefully you can practice because this is a story class and you don't have to use the second language if you want to craft your story on your language like English or Japanese or even French or Russian or anything and you but I may not understand it besides English and Japanese, but when you use the hashtag Puchi Peri story and about your story, and I'm going to promote your story by Twitter or where? Twitter and yeah, I think only the Twitter. So this is one of the tip I mentioned, and when you ending scope. Okay, yes, I agree, or so true in Japanese. Yes, I agree. I agree. Yes, I agree. It's casual ways. Yeah, そうですね or そうです。そうですね or 本当に that's right. But if I directly translated I agree, um, that would be really strange because 私はあなたに同意します。We don't say that in Japanese. So we normally say そうですね、そうだよね、そうだよね. That's a little bit like a golly type of boys when they say boy responded, they don't say そうですね。そうだね。そうだね。そうだな。Something like that. Right, that's right. そうそう。そうそう。Or 本当に so true is そうだね。So true is also そうだね。Or 本当にそうだね。うん、本当にそうだね。Something like that. Or よくわかる。Something like よくわかる。よくわかる。It depends on the area and depends on the generation also. Because maybe younger generation is using different term of the word, and my parents' generation using maybe different type of word. Japanese is difficult, I think. So this is the new phrases and hello, thanks for coming. So when you start scope, you can say hello and thanks for coming. When you want to say in Japanese, 見に来ていただいてありがとうございます。Or you don't have to say 見に来ていただいてありがとうございます。How does I see in Japanese? As it's same as I agree. I see. I see. I see you like using like a more like a, I understand. Um, Probably よくわかる. But when you say I see, like more casual, not casual, not like meaning I understand. So maybe like a そうですね. It's yeah, very similar to I agree. そうだね. Right. What do you think, Hideko-san? When you say I see? I see. Do you hear the snoring, my dog? Anime. Ska? Probably that's the characters. Like like a Pikachu always say Pika, right? And anime character maybe saying Suka all the time. Is that holiday weekend? Oh, that's right. The Monday would be the Labor Day. That's right. 3 holiday weekend. I forgot about it. That's right. Monday is Labor Day. I'm still. Okay. Thank you so much. And the next week we're gonna talk about like what do you enjoy the most doing? What do you enjoy the most doing? That's 何をしている時が一番楽しいですか? So we're gonna create a story about what do you what? Okay. What do you enjoy the most doing? Actually, I copied from someone's blog. Okay, more natural way to say what do you enjoy doing the most? Is that what you suggested? Yeah. Eating. Okay, so if you like, if, eating is the most doing, or the doing the most. You have a plenty things to story about, make a story out of it. Okay, I'll fix that. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. So in Japanese, 何をしている時が一番楽しいですか? 何 means what? している時 doing 一番 the most 楽しい enjoy 何をしている時が一番楽しいですか? Okay, here is my the Puchi Periscope 楽しい okay. Periscope handling name and Japanese would be Snow Sugar, English is Snow Sugar Video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. I enjoyed this. Oh, good. You're enjoying this the most. Thank you so much for coming and supporting me. I didn't see anyone's story, but I'm looking forward to seeing your story or watching your story through Twitter or Periscope. Yes. I'll give you the power and good energy. Everybody's be positive. Don't worry too much, right? Thank you. See you next time. Peace.